Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and it is Friday today, coming up for the weekend, which is good. Hope you've all got something nice planned. Okay, so we're going to be looking over the markets. Nothing much happening in the markets. It's kind of boring just now, to be honest. Bitcoin is moving sideways still, nothing real much happening. Nothing much happening with the alts. So it's just kind of languishing just now, so we need something kind of big to happen. Maybe the ETF might get announced today. I don't think so, but you never know. I'm just going to see if we're live or not, see if we've got anybody watching today. Usually when the markets are like this and it's kind of boring, what usually happens is hardly anybody is kind of watching the kind of videos and that as well. So we'll see if there's anybody in. There's a few people in just now, which is good. So first of all, crush the likes, everybody. If you like these videos, just hit the like button down below and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'll just jump over to the chat area just now, see who's in. We have George Charles is in the house, Martin and Sonia is in, Tony Fernandez, Mac Paulin, RC, David Schwartz is in, Nils Bull is in, Stephen King, Mitch Dieter, and Irish and Sketchy is back with us. What dull day, both on weather and crypto. Yeah, it is kind of, it's been like that all week, where it's kind of dull at the moment. I'm just going to see if this video thing has been fixed yet. Yeah, it has. It has. I think I'm in the top left as well. I should be in the bottom. I'm just going to change that to the bottom. That should be it now. Just 1 wee second. Let's make sure it's all changed. I know we're languishing just now. That should be it. Excellent, so I'm at the bottom again. Okay, we are back in the chat. Deb1T94 is in the house as well. A lot of people are saying BTC going down. Okay, so we'll just jump in just now and see what is happening just now. I want to look at the stock markets, but we'll do that kind of later on. Obviously, the stock market is playing a big part. And kind of what's kind of happening, this kind of indecision with what's happening in Bitcoin just now. So we'll just look at the Bitcoin price, USDT value. This is on the daily chart. We'll just look at the 4-hourly chart just now. You can see it's kind of came out of this descending triangle that we had. And it's just kind of languishing. It's 6388 at the moment, $6,388. You can see it's still within this kind of $100 range that's been trading at for the last 11 days or so. And that's where it's staying just now, but it's going towards the bottom end of that. And the bottom end of that is about 6,350-ish. So we don't want it to go below 6,350. If it breaks down below that channel, then we're back into this descending triangle, which is not a good thing. So a lot of people are saying Bitcoin is going to go down. So we need to wait and see what happens with Bitcoin. But it's just kind of going along, nothing much happening. People are not excited about crypto just now, unless you're day trading. And we'll see what's happening on Binance, who's going up just now. Gold is up big time. You can see the crossover there on the 13th of October at 531, and it has been as high as 1258, so 120% increase. KNC had a jump up this morning, a big jump up to 9,501 Satoshi. Since come back down, but if you got out near the top, that would have been good. And we've got NXS kind of going up as well, 5%, DOC going up, MCO going up as well. They of course had a big jump last week as well, or earlier on in the week. Zalika has gone up as well. It did go up to 551. It did go up to 569. It's come back down a wee bit to 551. We'll just look at the hourly chart. So this is one of my calls for this week as well. So I think it's done about 6% since I called it at the top. Might still have a wee bit to go as well. So yeah, nothing much happening. There's only a couple of percentage points on the alts as well on Binance. Just take a look at Bittrex, see if there's anything going on there. What's going on at Bittrex? IOC is up 17%. Nothing much happening there as well. Exclusive coin as well, that did take a jump up. 3,152, it kind of doubled nearly this week. Core is up as well. So yeah, nothing much happening on Bittrex either. A few kind of jumps here and there. Yep, nothing much going on with little volume as well. The likes of Gambit. The volume's not that high. Okay, so take a look at the markets overall. I'll just refresh this. It's down to $210 billion, down 0.26. Bitcoin dominance still around about the same at 53.69. And we'll just take a look at the top 20 or top 10 gainers in the top 200. Gold Bitcoin has gone up again, 28.5%. Ravane has gone up 20%. IoTeX, Nexo, Neblio, Kyber Network, GoChain, Zcoin, Shop Zcoin, and Nectar has gone up as well, all in double-digit greens. Top 10 losers: Archain down 24%. DTR is down 16%. Electroneum down again. Dragon Chain down again. Iconomy, Elastos, Request Network, Telcoin, Genesis Vision, Ambrosis is down as well. We can see we're just stable with the altcoin market just now. It's been relatively stable since August. Nothing much happening with the altcoin market. Nothing much happening with the overall market cap as well. Really since June. Just going along nicely. So we need something to give the markets a kick in the arse. There's nothing real much happening in the markets at the moment. So we'll just take a look at the stock market. There's a lot more going on there if you're a short trader in particular as well. So we'll just look at watch list. S&P 500. We don't know if this is going to affect the Bitcoin markets or the kind of markets overall in the crypto markets, but there seems to be some correlation, but I'm not sure. It certainly was the last time it dropped back in October, the beginning of October. There certainly was a direct correlation between the markets dropping and the crypto markets dropping as well. So down to 2,705 for the S&P 500. That's quite a big drop when you look at it on the kind of daily. You can see how drastic the drop was. So we're up at 2,940, went down to as low as 2,650. So that is a big relative drop, 9%, nearly 10% drop over the last couple of weeks. Dow Jones, similar story. I don't think it's quite as bad. Yeah, 8% drop as well. I was watching the kind of Alessio Rastafani kind of video as well. If you don't watch these, they're quite good on all different markets, housing markets, stock markets as well. And he's thinking that the stock markets are going to go back up from the end of October, and back up. I don't know how much he's thinking it's going to go up, but he's thinking the S&P 500 is going to go back up to around about 3,000 level. And this is the kind of effect. So October through to December, he thinks it's going to go up from there. And the FTSE 100, big drop as well, 8.5%. So that is a relatively kind of big drop. So it might be good to look at this at the end of October. So he called it the Halloween effect. And the Halloween effect, they looked at the kind of Halloween effect over 300 years. Not Alessio did, but there was a study done over the last 300 years in stock prices. And from the 31st of October, stock prices tended to go up from the 31st of October onwards. So we need to wait and see what happens in the markets. But it could be a good long play. If you're spread betting on the markets, it could be a good long play from the end of October. It might still have a wee bit to go down just now, but there could be a good long play coming up for the end of October. And just have a wee look at gold as well. Yeah, gold has gone up, and that's an inverse correlation with the markets as well. So it's up to $1,235 at the minute, and it was down to about $1,185. It doesn't seem like a big jump, but a jump nonetheless. And it's kind of crossed over, 7MA has crossed over the 100MA EMA there, and that's on the daily. That's the first time in a while since May that gold has crossed over. Right, this is languishing just now. I don't know what it is. 1 new second. Right, we're not moving. Right, okay, we'll just go back to chat just now. Andreas is in, Mark Innes is in. Likes nuked, thank you very much. UNetwork is doing very well. Need to take a wee look at that, Mark Innes. Thanks for the bounty tip. Yeah, I've done a video on the bounty 0x yesterday. I'll do a follow-up video as well. I might be getting an interview as well with the CEO or one of the founders. So we'll see what happens there. But I do like bounty, and it was just the kind of tokenomics of it. We just need to kind of look at that and see how they're kind of using the tokens for the actual platform. Marcus Jafari is in the house. Edward Dwell is in. Morning, Steve. Question: we can read everywhere that institutional investors and the fidelity of this world and will be buying in BTC in the OTC market. So where and what are these OTC markets actually? So it's OTC markets. You've got specifically you've got traders that just trade in kind of over the counter. And there are exchanges for that. There's a couple of exchanges that you can use for OTC, but it's usually high worth or high net worth individuals that use these. It's not for the likes of kind of me and you. Well, maybe you're high net worth, I'm just presuming. So yeah, there's a couple of OTC markets as well, or investors. But I don't think the Fidelities of the world will be using the OTC markets. I think it's high net worth individuals, and maybe some smaller institutional investors will be using the OTC markets. But there are markets out there, or exchanges out there, that deal with that as well. Marcus Chafara is saying crush the likes. Right, this mouse is not working just now. It's not responding. Well, not responding very well. Market not looking good today, says Vikramjit Singh. Yeah, it's not looking too hot at the moment. Tim Gash is in, and today's 26. Market crushing people, so better crush likes. Yes, crush those likes. Right, this mouse is going all over the place now. Right, Binance. Yeah, it's just nothing kind of going on. So look at the news just now. Ripple news. Ripple XRP doubles institutional money pouring in Q3 2018. So this is, if you go to kind of ripple.com and look under the Insights tab, it gives you the kind of Q3 reports. So Ripple sells 163 million in XRP amidst rising volatility and volume in Q3 2018. So the Ripple sales, it only accounted for 0.43% of global XRP volume. 3 billion XRP released out of cryptographic escrow, 2.6 billion XRP returned to escrow. Wall Street firm takes early steps towards providing institutional custody of digital assets. So this is the kind of insights from Ripple, and you can see here Q2 institutional direct sales was 16.87 and institutional direct sales 98.06, programmatic sales 65.27, Q2 is 56.66. So you can see total sales 163 million as opposed to Q2 73 million. There's more and more people going into Ripple, institutional money going into Ripple. You can only see that gaining as well. We'll just take a look at Ripple price as well. What's happening with the Ripple price just now? Again, it's just going sideways at the minute. Going sideways, and it has been for the last couple of weeks. Just now sitting around 7,069 Satoshi at the moment. Has been as high as around 12,000 and expected to go up big time before this side of Christmas, certainly. So that's Ripple. Ripple's been in the news a lot recently, and they're still kind of in the news just now. Every day there's a new news story about Ripple. It's only a matter of time before this really kind of pumps hard, before it goes up big time. So another Ripple news story, but it was kind of side-chained news story. Sydney woman nabbed by police for stealing 100,000 XRP. Police have arrested a 23-year-old woman from an address in Epping, Sydney, where she lives with her parents, for allegedly raiding a 56-year-old man's cryptocurrency wallet and transferring more than 100,000 XRP to an exchange in China. In a video report on October the 25th, the Brisbane Times revealed that while the case is the first of its kind in Australia, local police do not expect it to be the last. So they've got a new cyber criminal template. So SIM hijacking has been recently highlighted as a method favoured by cyber criminals to commandeer cryptocurrency wallets and steal funds. And this case is a twist of the basic template used by cyber criminals, with the arrested woman accused of hacking the victim's email address in January and using it to reset his wallet password details before adding her own phone number as a two-factor verification method on his crypto wallet. So you have to be really careful, obviously, if it's particularly with the mobile phone as well. So the police are saying this is going to become the norm. I don't think it's going to become the norm, but I just thought it was interesting that she stole 100,000 XRP. And this was quite cool. In Daily Huddle, Richard Branson hosts Extreme Tech Challenge, XTC, names blockchain and cryptocurrency Power Ledger as top prize winners. So that was good for Power Ledger, and they've gone up. I don't know if it's specifically on this news, but they have gone up again. That was one of the ones we kind of tipped last week to go up as well, and it did before coming back down. So the results of Extreme Tech Challenge, billed as the world's largest startup competition, have just been announced, with the top prize going to Power Ledger, an Australian company utilising blockchain technology to trade and promote clean energy around the world. XTC finals were held at Richard Branson's Necker Island in the British Virgin Islands on October the 19th. So it just kind of goes on to say what Power Ledger is. It's both an energy trading platform and cryptocurrency that allows for decentralised selling and buying of renewable energy. And the goal is to redesign the economics of how energy is traded and distributed. So, well done to Power Ledger. So Gemma Green, co-founder of Power Ledger, says, "We are honoured and delighted to receive this award and excited for the additional opportunities available to us through this endorsement." So we can expect Power Ledger to go up. Just have a look at Power Ledger just now. Oh, it's not. Kind of came back down again. I thought it would have kind of went up higher. So it did go up, obviously, kind of on the news as well. That's on the daily chart. Let's look on the hourly chart. I thought Power Ledger was up. October 25th. Kind of had a big shoot down, 2,689. Went down to 2,330 before coming back up again. So it's not really done anything to the price. I thought it kind of went up, but it just came up from its kind of low and came back up again. So that was good for Power Ledger to get that award. Swiss Bank helps clients participate in ICOs. So it's just got here, and this is ccn.com. Here's something we don't hear every day. A Swiss bank has opted to enable its clients to participate in initial coin offerings easily. The bank, Swissquote, has previously allowed customers to trade in cryptos. This is, to say the least, an unusual service for a fiat banking institution. Additionally, Swissquote offers traditional forex trading and the range of services that a traditional bank offers. So the first ICO to be offered as an investment option on the banking platform is Lake Diamond, a lab-grown diamond company which is raising funds to purchase new equipment. They will offer more ICOs in the future. So I thought this was quite unusual. I thought we'd kind of report that to you. I'll put all the links to the news stories in the comments for you after this video. So it says here, you don't need a bank to invest in ICOs, yet there's certainly nothing unethical about investing in a firm to help it grow. Lake Diamond is meeting a demand and wants the public's help to get there. Swissquote feels that it's a good investment opportunity for its account holders, and so they have partnered up with them as well. All the same, cryptonauts have invested in ICOs since before banks even took notice of Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. While it's certainly positive to see a bank be so forward thinking, ultimately banks are not necessary. They never have been necessary for the crypto space, but it's just good that the traditional banks are kind of looking at the cryptocurrency space and the ICO space as well. Bloomberg, European crypto mining firm Bitfury considers going public. This could be really big actually for a number of reasons. So blockchain technology company Bitfury is considering a potential initial public offering. which could reportedly become the first major public listing in the crypto industry in Europe, Bloomberg reported yesterday. So people familiar with the matter reportedly told Bloomberg that Bitfury is examining a range of options, including raising debt financing or selling a minority stake. Should Bitfury go public in the following 2 years, its value could reach from $3 billion to $5 billion. However, the numbers could change depending on the markets and the health of the industry, purported sources told Bloomberg. So Bitfury has reportedly contacted global investment banks ahead of potential IPO in London, Amsterdam or Hong Kong next year. So why is that a good thing? Well, it brings attention to the crypto space. Again, as any kind of company like this, a crypto company like this, and if they go public, obviously it brings the attention of cryptocurrency to the public eye as well. So it could do really well. If it does, if this is true and it does actually go for an IPO, then it could not bring in a lot of investors, but gain more eyeballs to the cryptosphere as a whole. So it could be good from that point of view. Obviously, it's going to be good for the company if they're going to kind of raise a lot of money with an IPO. So we'll need to wait and see what happens there, but it's just news just now. It's not definite. This is from Live Bitcoin News. There's low volatility, a sign that Bitcoin is reaching a bottom. Intelligence analysts believe so. So Bitcoin hasn't made much progress in recent months. We know that. It's just been kind of languishing, as we said, with some suggesting that its low volatility is a sign that it's reaching its bottom. Bear market is getting tired. So the number one cryptocurrency is currently valued at 6,480 according to CoinMarketCap. Apart from a rise to over 8,000 in July and 7,000 in September, it's remained in the 6,200 and 6,800 range. For some, this signals that Bitcoin is reaching a state of maturity. According to Mike McGlone, a Bloomberg intelligence analyst, the low volatility is a sign of speculation leaving the market and eventually a bottoming process. And this is from Bloomberg. So speculation was largely seen last year, due in part to the increasing interest in initial coin offerings and the fear of missing out, the FOMO. Now, though, it seems that speculation is seeing a downward trend. So Charlie Morris, multi-asset head at Atlantic House Fund Management in London, agrees. He added that the 10-month-old bear market is slowing down and that he'd be bullish for the next major move. So this could be a sign that Bitcoin is kind of bottoming out just now. I'll just go back to the charts. This is on the hourly chart. So we've never really gone much below. We went down to as low as kind of 5,800, but we've never really gone much below that with spikes. So it has been relatively stable over the last kind of few months, relatively stable. And over the last few weeks is trading within this $100 range. So it could go down a wee bit more, but 6,000 seems to be the barrier just now. So hopefully if we stay there for another couple of weeks or something, another week, a couple of weeks, and we bounce back up from here with the start of a bull run. But we just don't know what's going to happen with the Bitcoin price. But more and more good news suggests that it should start hopefully quite soon with the Bitcoin bull run. Tether, I thought this was strange. Tether burns more than 500 million USDT. So Tether, the company that issues the world's largest stablecoin USDT, announced via Twitter that they redeemed 500 million USD tokens from the Tether Treasury wallet. And according to the press release published on October the 24th, 2018, Tether will leave the remaining 466 million USDT in the wallet to prepare for future USDT issuances. So I don't understand why they've done that, to be honest. So according to Tether, destroyed USDT tokens consisted of 52.8% of the former supply. And the redemption of the tokens can be seen on Omni Blockchain Explorer, which confirms the transaction date of 500 million Tether in block 547155. So while it's unclear, this is kind of what they're saying as well, while it's unclear why the company destroyed 500 million tokens, Tether has experienced many controversies concerning its transparency in the past. So I don't quite understand why they've done this, to be honest. Obviously there's a reason behind it, but I don't quite understand it myself. Ripple reports double revenue. We kind of looked at that as well. Bank of Canada estimates 5% of Canadians own Bitcoin. I thought that was quite a big number, 5% of Canadians. So data from the Bank of Canada and the Ontario Securities Commission has revealed that Bitcoin adoption and general crypto awareness in Canada is growing steadily, with the percentage of Canadian poll respondents who own Bitcoin rising from 2.9% in 2016 to 5% in 2017. So that's back in 2017. I would imagine it's going to be higher now, but even that is still a high number for a nation to kind of own kind of Bitcoin or some Bitcoin. So you don't know how much Bitcoin. It'd be interesting to see that data. It's got some here. It also showed the number of holders in small Bitcoin amounts has increased by a wider margin than that of the people holding more than 10 BTC. I thought that was quite interesting as well. I wonder what it would be for the likes of Scotland, UK, or other countries as well. That'd be quite good to find out. We reported on this yesterday. Nigel Green was talking about a 5,000% increase in the crypto markets overall. So 5,000% would be quite huge, and he's talking about $20 trillion in the next 10 years. So that would be absolutely massive, obviously. I think it could happen before then, but they're talking about a 20 million. We reported on this yesterday as well, but he's talking about a 50-fold increase. It's interesting as well. New York gives Coinbase a green light to offer crypto custody services, and we spoke about this as well. So cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has received an approval for custody services for several crypto assets. According to recent news, a Coinbase application was approved for Coinbase Global Inc. to act as a regulated trust company. So there's another piece of news with this as well. Though New York has given Coinbase a green light to offer crypto custody services, the state does have plans to ban its residents from using the decentralized exchange IDEX, according to a tweet by Aurora IDEX Exchange. Now, that to me, New York State are going to ban its residents from using an exchange. What the hell? How can I don't understand why that would happen. I don't understand why the New York residents wouldn't let it happen. Obviously, they're banned anyway from using exchanges, and a lot of you can't do ICOs and stuff like that as well. It bakes my noodle, to be honest, that people would actually stand for that. The state saying you're not allowed to kind of trade on that exchange, or you're not allowed to kind of buy into an ICO. Why is this still happening? I just don't understand. Is it the state trying to look after its residents? It bollocks to that. I don't think that at all. It's just another form of control, and I don't understand it, to be honest. And why people are putting up with that. Earn cryptocurrencies by upvoting content. Social media tokens on the rise. So Plus One Coin is a new cryptocurrency that can incentivize users to access and share content, while also offering a new way for publishers and content providers to monetize their services, reported TechCrunch on October the 24th. So they've got proof of upvote here as well. This is the kind of main platform they're using. So Plus essentially enables users to upvote content on two financial sites, ADVFN and Investors Hub. And the whole idea behind the move is to reward those who access content and interact with it. Now, obviously, you've got other social media kind of sites coming out as well, like Howdo. Howdo is going to be coming out very soon, which are looking forward to that. But what they're talking about here is the adoption is going to be an uphill kind of task as well. So there's going to be a lot of kind of competing companies that's going to see who wins out as well. So Howdo is one of those. I'm just going to check the Howdo stats just now. Howdo.io. How many people have signed up for this just now? 20,818 at the moment. So this is a new social media platform where you can earn content, or you can earn cryptocurrency for your content, and you can earn by interacting with it as well. So looking forward to this coming out. This should be coming out soon. I'm going to get to beta test that as well. So and the price is kind of relatively low just now for Howdo. So looking forward to that. That's just talking about social media in general. I'll just go back to the chat just now. And that's the news just now. BABB, Pundy, your thoughts, and good morning, Steve. That's SkinDog1. BABB just going along nicely at the moment. We'll just look on coin signals and look at the BABB chart. Just now, I think it's in about 10 Satoshi at the moment. That's Digitex Futures going up again. BABB, Bitcoin. Yeah, it's in at 10 Satoshi at the moment. So it's just going along nicely just now. It came off from its bottom of 6 or 7 Satoshi and kind of gone up to about 14, coming back down to about 10, 11 Satoshi just now. So it's going along nicely at the moment. So still very bullish on BABB. Obviously they've got their app coming out. They're waiting on the Lithuanian license coming out as well. They've got their kind of new roadmap 2.0 out as well, which we reported on this week, earlier this week. So that's doing quite nicely. Pundy X. What's going on with Pundy X? It's at about 25 Satoshi, I think it is just now. Yeah, 25 Satoshi. Did take a wee jump up earlier on in the week to about 28 Satoshi. Came back down again. But I do expect big things from Pundy X as well. So kind of crossed down over on the 22nd of June this year at 139 Satoshi, and it has been as high as 240 Satoshi. So 10x from where it is just now. But they're actually making money. They're making money, they're getting their XPOS machines out as well, plus they've got the phone as well now, so I don't know why it's kind of languishing down there just now. Peter Harding is in the house, welcome to you. David Young, morning all. Not made the lives from Cayman for a while, touch of insomnia. Well, it's not good that you've got insomnia, but it's good that you could make it here today. So thanks for that, David. Jean is in. Views on LTC. Just have a wee look at LTC. I've not looked at the kind of bigger tokens yet. LTC, BTC. Just look on the Binance. So at 802,000 at the moment, or 80,000, sorry. Is that 80,000 or 802? 802,000. So it's still near its all-time low. It's not looking that anytime soon it's going to go up. That's the 1 hour. Just look at the 4 hourly chart. Yeah, it's not looking anytime soon it's going to go up. According to the charts directly. But still at these prices, if you're dollar cost averaging in and you really like Litecoin, then these, this is definitely the time to get in. It's certainly not its all-time low, but close to its all-time low. So it's at 802,000 just now. Has been as high as 2.5 million Satoshi. So at the moment, we'll just look at the USD value. LTC USD. Coinbase. $51.30 at the moment. This is a USD value, not the USDT value, which might be different. So it's certainly near its yearly low for just now. And I think when the bull run hits, this is going to be when everybody's going to say, shit, I wish I'd gone to Litecoin, I wish I'd gone to Neo, I wish I'd gone to Cardano, I wish I'd gone to Ethereum, I wish I'd gone to Bitcoin. That's what's going to happen with these ones, I think. I think when they go, they're going to really go. But at the moment, chart-wise, if you're trading it, not a good time to get in. If you're kind of accumulating, a good time to get in, I would say. If you're looking to accumulate. Loyal Tango, Tanji is in, good morning to you. Just watched the 0x short video you made, nice idea but no real USP, and I still prefer BABB. Yeah, so with the Bounty 0x, I like them because the space they're in just now, and we have to think about it from a macro point of view. What people look at, you have to look at the kind of socio-economics as well. So what people kind of doing just now, the old way of working for somebody else, is going to disappear in the next 50 years or something. So you'll not be working for somebody else. Most people, I believe, are going to be like freelancers, are going to be working for themselves. And this is why I like the freelancing kind of companies. And there's a lot of companies just now, centralized companies just now, that are making a lot of money from freelancers. Not from freelancers, but offering a freelancing service. And I think this is why I like it so much, Bounty 0x. And that's why I kind of done the video on it yesterday. So if we think about it from that point of view, and you look at the competition as well, the competition with the freelancing sites, is good that they've got competition as well. So me looking for freelancing work, saying making a YouTube video, I could go onto 10 different websites and make a YouTube video for kind of money and get paid in cryptocurrency. So I don't see the competition as a problem, to be honest, in this market, in the freelancing market. But what I like about Bounty 0x as well is that they're in this kind of ICO kind of space that they're looking for, and people can make money, but they can make money on the other sites as well. And I think more and more of these freelancing sites, more and more people are going to come to them to try and earn money in some way. So I think the freelancing market could be absolutely explosive over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And Bounty 0x is one of them that are kind of at the forefront of it as well. It could be at the forefront of it, especially in the cryptocurrency space. So that's why I like the freelancing sites, because I think we're changing from a macro point of view. But I know what you mean. I understand what you mean as well, and I might not be able to see the kind of tokenomics of it as well. Why is what's the utility token being used for? But now they're kind of coming out with more news about staking and stuff like that as well. And they've got their protocol coming out as well, so they're changing things as well. That's why I like Bounty 0x. But you don't have to like everything I like. It was just to let you be aware of it. And I'll be doing more videos as well on some of the projects I like, and obviously we're gathering kind of data on projects. We've looked at Digitex, obviously that's shot up as well. We've looked at Metamorph coming out. I've seen the video for the exchange for Metamorph as well. That's just came out today, I think. The Metamorph video, they were looking at the kind of exchange. So that could be big as well. Even if it 10x's, it's only going to go up to about 7 million market capitalization. So I'll be doing more of those videos as well. Talk of XRP replacing the SDR special drawing rights as a digital version. SDR's the emergency currency that the IMF issues banks globally on any risk of economic collapse. If that was to happen, that would be absolutely huge for XRP. It would be absolutely massive. I just think XRP, there's too much good news. There's too many things that they're doing just now for it not to work and for it not to rise big time. And to probably one of the main cryptocurrencies, I know it kind of is just now, but it is just now. Just look at the market cap of Ripple just now. So the market cap at the moment is 18 billion. 18 billion. Obviously it's been much higher than that as well, but the market cap currently is 18 billion. So some people look at the kind of micro caps to see it being the ones to kind of possibly 10x, 100x, or even more than that. But the likes of XRP, looking at all the news coming out, they could be, some of the big ones could be the ones that really go up. So this could 10x to 180 billion if we've got a market cap of 20 trillion within 10 years. Then Ripple could seriously 10x, 20x, 30x as well. So if you're looking long term, Ripple would definitely be a project I would get into. Mr. Smith, we often hear BTC is going to break up and has reached its low now for months from various stakeholders. When do you realistically think it will happen? Something has to come out that's really going to drive the markets higher. We thought obviously it was the institutional investors coming in, and there's news of the institutional investors coming in, but they're not actually in just now. Obviously there is some institutional investors in just now, but main institutional investors are not actually in the market at the moment. Well, they probably are kind of more than we think. But with regards to the institutional investors recommending things to their clients and get their clients on board in the cryptocurrency space, that's not happening at the moment. So it's all just this regulation kind of thing that's going on, the custodial services and kind of regulation and making everything safe and secure. That's what's happening just now. So once they actually start trading in Bitcoin, start buying Bitcoin, and using it in the custodial services as well, that's when the markets are going to start going up. But at the moment, it's just news of the institutional investors coming in. So I do think it's going to be soon. I really do think it's going to be soon. Backed exchange, and that's a physical kind of backed Bitcoin as well. So if somebody, one of the clients, buys kind of Bitcoin, it's going to be taking Bitcoin out of the market. So that'll drive the price up as well. And backed could actually, there's talk about maybe coming out next week. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll need to wait and see, as early as the beginning of November, which was, I think, the original plan, but they put that date back to the 12th of December. So there has to be some news and more money coming into the market before anything happens with Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptosphere as a whole. But mark my words, there is going to be a lot of excitement within the next couple of weeks, I think. So that I'm seeing it in the groups as well, even in Telegram groups, the free group and the premium group as well. It's just very, very quiet because there's nothing happening. But once things start happening again, that's when everybody's going to start talking about crypto. There's going to be more news. There's going to be people kind of in the groups talking about it and people getting excited again. But nobody's really excited about crypto just now, or it feels that way. I don't know if you feel that way as well. Coinbase is about to list its own IPO. That would, again, that would be good as well. That would be brilliant to get eyeballs in the cryptocurrency space. Skin Dog, one more question. Can you put all these alts on one ledger Nano S, XRP, EOS, XLM, ADA, TRX? TRX has got its own chain, I think, so, but you're able to put that in the ledger Nano S, I think is supported as well. So yes, you will be able to, as long as they're ERC20 tokens. You should be able to do that. And they've got support, ledger Nano S has got support for most of the tokens in a roundabout way, so you should be able to do that with all of them. So yes, you can, Skin Dog. Johnny Depp using Tata 2 crypto for the performance. I seen that in the news the other day. I didn't really think much of it, to be honest. RC and ING survey in June 2018 suggested up to 7% of Australians own digital assets. 7%. See, that's quite big. If you think about it, 7% of a population own a cryptocurrency or of some form. I think that's quite big, and they're talking, and it's not even reached kind of mass adoption yet. So you think about in 5 years' time when most people will have some form of cryptocurrency. Davey Stew is in the house. Welcome to you, mate. It's good to see you. It was good to kind of talk yesterday as well, very briefly. Talk yesterday in the group as well. Be Inspired, Nexo, top coin. A lot of people are talking about Nexo. Alicia's to collect. Morning, everyone. Crypto Dread. I've seen something today on Tron Classic. TRXC. Have you heard about it? Haven't heard. I've heard of Tron Classic coming out. A lot of people are saying it's a scam coin. I don't know. I've never looked into it deeply. But I've never heard any news on it today. I don't know what the news is. Crypto Dread. David Young, do you think Pundy is not moving due to monthly 7% airdrop? I'm feeling February, March 19 is when it goes up once the airdrop's decreased and MPXS burning increases. Hopefully, I just don't understand this. I do like the 7% airdrop. I think that's a really good idea. And I know they've changed that slightly as well over the last couple of months. But I don't think it's due to, I just think everybody's getting a bit tired just now of crypto. I think that's what's happening in the markets just now. We're just getting kind of tired and weary just now. So we need some excitement to come back in. And I think that's when the altcoins like PundyX should be 100 Satoshi just now. But if we look at PundyX, it's sitting about 200 million market cap as well. So it could be that as well. People are just getting a little bit weary. JC Standard, good day, Steve. Can you recommend any low cap coins for staking long term into Redcoin and Bitbean already? For staking, obviously, well, Neo's not a low cap. I was going to say Neo, but that's not a low cap coin. So I'm just thinking about low cap coins I've got that I would kind of stake. Just now, Moincoin is a very low cap coin. MOIN, Moincoin. I've never kind of looked at that for a while. That's probably a low just now. It's going up a wee bit. So Moincoin you can stake as well. That's one I've been into for a while, but I've never really looked into it and seen the kind of news. I've just kind of held it because it was as high as about 9,500 Satoshi. It's now down to 637 Satoshi. I've never really spoke about Moincoin before, but Moincoin could be one for staking as well. There's loads of them out there. Electronium, I don't think that wouldn't be classed as a small cap either. You can stake that, and I like the fact that you can stake it on a mobile as well. I think that's it. So I think I'm going to leave it there for today. As I said, kind of boring in the markets. Hopefully something maybe happens later on today with the SEC, you don't know. I think this is the deadline. So we need to wait. Gino Dowell's in the house. Welcome to you, mate. We're just finishing up. Gino. Imran Chowdhury. Sony is about to release its own hardware wallet. I noticed that as well. Nulls is great for staking. That's Nulls Bull. I don't think that would be considered a small cap. But yeah, look at Moincoin, have a look at them, see what you think. But you can stake them as well. And they've got the wallet out as well. And there'll be others as well. Masternodes would be good. Gincoin, I like Gincoin. Possibly for a masternode. I've not got the masternode yet as well, but I quite like that. And I've been looking at Gincoin for the past 4 weeks actually. So Gincoin could be good for masternodes. And they're kind of developing more and more all the time. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for the moment and wish you a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing over the weekend. And until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.